Do you mind sticking your hands out?
You guys just gonna stick your hands out?
Aethys sticks her hands out.
I pull out my manacles and I put them on Aethys. Does Aethys have a finger to put the ring on?
Yeah.
And now they're married.
Kinda.
I put the ring on her finger. Okay.
On her
now...
clawed finger.
God damn it, Norcus. Will it fit?
It should.
Just twist that a little and you should be able to use that to unhook the manacles if you try.
She does it. Also, I just have this mental image that Tarus is putting the manacles on, looking up to see her reaction, realizing there is no reaction. And just, yeah, okay, so here's the ring. Anyway, she twists the ring.
She twists it, the little thing comes out, and she can use that to unget the lock from where it's at. And that's what that's for. Put my stuff away.
Now, hang on. What does it do?
You get a... hold on. Where's the thing?
What's the Thieves' Ring?
Yes, fuck, close the page.
It conceals a few lockpicks and other tools coiled inside its band. So it's essentially tools for a thief, but put into a ring.
I meant the addition, so +2. Okay, so +2 on sleight of hand.
Yeah, but it also allows the wearer to attempt disable device checks without penalty.
Gotcha. So disable device. That is a 14. Can she get the manacles off?
They're common manacles. Common manacles. Where the hell
Disable
did
device or escape artist? Oh no, escape artist is to slip out.
The DC would be based on the actual lock ahead. They actually separated manacles from locks, so you could actually mix and match your manacles and locks, which is weird.
Okay. Then it would probably be a pretty cheap lock.
A simple lock's DC is 20.
Yeah.
So
let me
yeah,
just...
she tries and goes. He can't see what I'm doing. She tries looking down, pauses, and just looks up at you, unable to do it. Like, do this for me.
I'll use the key for the manacles to unlock it. Well, it makes it easier, but it's not perfect for helping get it off.
She just keeps staring at you. Fair enough. As you can see, I'm not exactly built for escaping that way, and I didn't feel like breaking your manacles.
Thank you. And I'll put my stuff away and put the ring back on.
Yeah, because just for shits and giggles, I rolled to see how hard, a d20 to see how hard she'd be trying to break free, and that's an 18 on that die. And then whatever the damage die is, but still.
Nom 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 food.
With that though, Kelb, Unaan pulls out cards or something and just has everyone play while we wait for the last of the group to show up.
Oh yeah, I was also going to show you the, have you look at the rope hook of the diplomat.
Unaan did, he told you the information on it, which in short is just how it helps you, but its magic comes with the
chance to backfire.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a way to say it, but yeah, the chance that if you don't do good, you can also piss them off. I don't remember what the steps are, but mechanically 2 steps.
I don't remember what the hell the steps are either, honestly. Ever on the intimidate page? Is it diplomacy? It was diplomacy that had. Hostile, unfriendly, indifferent, friendly, and helpful for the steps of attitudes towards someone.
Gotcha. So yeah, he's like, yeah, like the guy told you, it makes you better at talking, makes you better at understanding others, and it just, people like you more, the magic in it. It's a enchantment type, because, you know, it's enchanting you, but it basically just makes it so that people like you better. But again, if you don't do good, if you say something wrong, or I guess they just really don't like you, they'll not like you even more. Its magic will make them, I guess, see you in a lesser light, even more so than normal. For all those that are watching. This cloak gives a +5 to diplomacy and sense motive. Once a day, the person can roll 2 dice and take the better result. If you succeed, their attitude towards you goes up by 3 steps instead of 2. But if you fail, their attitude towards you goes down by 2 steps instead of 1. If you fail by more than 5. Which is pretty much typically what happens. You either succeed or fail by more than just right on the dot. So yeah, it can be really nice. It can also not be really nice. Did you have anything else you wanted to show me there, Saandip?
Not really, though. I should probably figure out what of my stuff I need to hold on to.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, the robe is nice, but I don't know if the bonus it gives is equivalent to how much we could get for it. And then also I've got, like, I think I've still got the bracers of armor, and then also a masterwork quarterstaff. Because I don't remember, like, of the ones that it would... I think we had mentioned that Kaz would probably benefit from the bracers, but I don't remember.
I think so. Kaz, you don't have any armor on, right?
Oh, I do.
Did you die there,
It
Kate?
is a very light armor. It's a Haramaki.
Harakiri?
Haramaki.
It's a light armor you got on?
Yes. Yep. I didn't want to have to worry about spell failure chance.
Gotcha. So you got
Plus, I have mage armor.
that. How much do those gauntlets give?
They're just +1.
Well, I guess it wouldn't affect him much either way. And I know they won't benefit me. Metagaming, since these things don't stack, it just takes whatever's the best. Right? Isn't that how that works?
I think so. Yeah, because they don't stack. So, like, if you had the bracers of armor and then you get mage armor, the mage armor overwrites it.
Right. Or maybe it was Karnam who we said would benefit from them.
What?
You're not here, Karnam.
Yeah, no, I'm talking to Noah about the ring he just got.
Oh. Yeah, no, the bracers.
Oh.
The +1 to AC bracers.
I don't know if those work for me right now.
As long as you don't have a +1 in your armor.
I do. I have a Staunching Snake Skin Tunic +1.
Well then, I guess...
+1 to AC bonus.
Gotcha. Well, in that case, then, scratch that. We would remember who we said would benefit from it. I guess no one. So that might be something to sell.
I mean, I have a +2 on me.
+2 what?
I think they're bracers of AC +2.
Wait, we have bracers of +1 and +2?
Ring of AC +2, but it's bound to that one other douchebag necromancer.
Right. So right now it's just a ring.
Yeah.
Where did you get the bracers from, Jared? Competition?
Yeah, I'm not remembering which one, but I'm pretty sure.
That's fine, because I was just making sure, because just like the ring that Karnam has, anything that Saandip has from those guys is technically bound to them. Save for the magic book, but...
I've got an amulet that doesn't do anything, but it's bound to one of the guys, and then the spell book for him. It might have been from them, but the bracers are just bracers, so they're not the bound item.
Gotcha. Anyway, yeah, I guess we could probably sell those bracers and get some nice gold from it.
I've also got a few things you might be able to sell if no one wants them.
I might be able to trade those bracers for some muleback cords. Because they're the same price.
For some what?
muleback cords, they make your carry capacity as if you have 8 extra strength. They would put my light load from 50 pounds to 153 pounds.
Huh. Well, luckily for you, I know a magic shop.
I know a magic shop.
Maybe they'll have it.
He does.
I think there's a few other items for carry strength, but like the one I can think of right now is giant strength, and I've already got my equestrian belt, so I've already got a belt slot item.
Yeah. Also, by the way, the reason I bring up about the bag of holding is Unaan definitely needs a bag of holding because he hasn't been carrying all of his shit. But once they actually go out adventuring and he has to start carrying his shit, he's already at medium load. He's not at a light load.
Yeah, I'm in the same situation. I have been 5 pounds short of medium load with like 80% of my crap just sitting on the floor in my room.
Yep. Same. And as far as that goes, when I have all my medium stuff, I am about 1 away from going to heavy. And if I didn't have my stuff split up between me and Aethys, I am over heavy. And I can't carry stuff. I can't move.
Yeah, pretty much everything in my bag of holding and my equipment equipped, I'm at 61 pounds, which is 11 pounds over into medium.
Oh, have I missed anything?
Nope.
Math.
Talking.
I had to use the restroom if you're wondering.
Me trying to tell Noah that he's not actually able to use the ring he just got.
Why is that?
Because you have to be trained in Disable Device to use it. Without being trained in Disable Device, there's no point in having Thieves' Tools.
It is true.
That's why I'm going to such great lengths to actually try and get Disable Device as a skill.
For some reason, I forgot you were a monk and you don't have the disabled device.
Because I'm also an impromptu rogue.
Anyway, I assume we eat, talk, play with cards and whatnot. When does Carnum come back, Lamb?
Yes? I don't know. It depends on what zone of the city he's saying. I haven't really gone to look at yet. And if I have any interactions on the street.
Yeah, it's fairly late. You probably won't run into too many people.
Not too many well-meaning people.
Well, to be fair, you guys left the Thieves contest at like 5 p.m.
Also true.
Fair meaning people? What do you mean, Tim? Are you trying to say that the drug dealer in my one campaign, wasn't a fair person?
The Doug dealer?
Yeah, the drug dealer.
Yeah, the Doug dealer.
Yeah.
You mean the medicinal?
No,
medicinal
the other
dealer?
No, the dude who gave you the nip.
The one that was trying to sell stuff where you saw into the astral plane.
Yeah.
And no one wanted to take it.
Oh my god. Jared.
Yes?
Hashtag not sponsored, but Wendy's has bacon maple chicken sandwiches and we have to get some.
That sounds fucking disgusting.
You
Sounds
would have
fucking
to get
delicious.
some because, like most of the sandwiches I can get without a bun, those are a croissant sandwich, so it seems weird to order a specialty bread sandwich without the specialty bread.
I can't though, I can't drive.
Wait, back a moment. Jared, what?
I can't
Keto,
drive, but-
bread is carbs. I'm avoiding carbs.
Gotcha. Thought you were
I
like
can't
allergic
drive, but
to
my
bread
car
for
won't
a
start
second.
because it needs new starter.
Same, Lamb. Same. I was. Wait a minute. We're doing something about
No,
Jared
that
here.
would be my mom, not me.
Ouch.
But Lamb, the area in which I'm referring to that you have not fully explored is indeed the southwestern portion of the map.
Well, yeah, I guess I just went along that outer ring.
Yeah, you haven't like traveled down to the edges or anything, or like you said, the claw. So, what pathway is Carnum taking?
I'm going not south.
What time is
East
it?
from here.
It is south.
How does it? If I'm going this way, that's east.
Oh, you went south initially. Now
Yeah.
you're going. Okay.
I was trying to say I was going east from this point.
What time is it, Jared? Were your characters after the conversation and food and everything? Later.
Because, like, in the middle of eating, I'm going to remember that I wanted to pick up a dagger.
Why a dagger?
Just to have a knife.
Okay.
At this point, Saandip would also remember that Cardum has a dagger that several days ago he asked if anyone wanted.
I do remember
Yes, because I got that from the Necromancers.
that now. I think that was towards the end of session, so I wasn't really paying full attention to that.
Uh-huh. But yes, that is a thing that is still up for grabs.
Uh-huh. Well, then, Saandip will just wait then for Karn to get back to see about the dagger.
Yep.
Is Karn looking for anything then on the roads in particular?
No, he's just looking to get your mental map of the area.
Roll me perception.
That was almost hilariously bad. That 28.
Nice.
It was almost
Nice.
a 12 on a 1.
Tim, I had the same thing where it was almost on a 1 and it just slowly fell over to a 17, and I was like,
Well, Karnum along the way notices that a lot of these houses are indeed houses for people, and not really seeing anything business related. Citizens have to live somewhere, right?
Mm.
So, Karnum gets down to the intersection and is going to be heading east.
East.
Yeah, well, other perception.
$17.
Karnum notices a few fancier buildings, but does not know the name of any of them or if they're even have a use for them, if they're a shop or anything, along this road.
Well, go southwest, so down this way.
Specifically, there are 2 buildings, by the way. That one and that one. As he heads further south, roll me another perception.
18.
As far as Karnum can tell, these buildings are just dwellings for citizens.
And then I have to go back east down the coastline, but I don't think there's really anything new there to find.
You've been over here, I think.
Yeah, I went, like, the whole outer ring of the city on, like, the first day. Also, for some reason, I read this as Chef of School.
Ow.
I don't know, I just added an entire connecting word there.
Okay then. Well, having been down this road before, you do not notice anything new.
But yeah, and it's gonna be down through here, and then back down this way.
Well, having gone up this road in the past, still haven't noticed anything new.
Yep.
He's going to head down the claw-shaped pathway then. Get to the intersection, roll me perception.
26.
He notices the building here is what appears to be a shop of sorts. And on the front he sees that the name is called the Love Bug.
Ah. So I seem to have stepped into a very specific district.
No, it's just the service.
Ah.
Some of the other buildings that he sees immediately around him are what appears to be just housing. Does he want to go down a particular branch to look at the other buildings, maybe on the outskirts of that, or...?
Yeah, he'll end up going down all of them.
Alright, well, going in the southerly fashion first, because I don't know.
Why not?
Yeah, pretty much. These buildings appear to be dwellings for people. Over here, he notices some markings on that building, and I don't know if you know the language.
I have Common Necral Dwarvish.
You don't have no.
No.
Well, he's unable to read what the name of the place is, but he does see that there is a symbol of a wheel above it.
He's gonna go down that one before starting to walk into anywhere.
Also appears to be more housing.
And then he goes in here. Assuming it's open.
It is not. It is locked.
Cool.
Would you like to try to disable device?
Are there any guards now?
Would you like to try to reverse engineer the device?
Interesting, but no. Also, I'm flying because shit boxes.
Well, you're heading back up this road?
Yeah, for the 2 buildings that I'm not entirely sure where they are.
So you're gonna try to go into, what, this one?
Or at least see if I can figure out more about what's going on. Like, is it gonna be like a shop of some sort, or Like a guild.
Well, if you were to approach that building,
I don't think I'd approach it much more than floating next to it.
fair enough. You hear the sounds of animals inside. I assume you don't speak Druid.
I hope not. I'm a monk.
Do you pay extra close attention to the sign, though, of the Druid that you can't read?
As much as I really can without knowing Druidic.
Okay, well, underneath of it, then, you actually see in smaller text, like, much smaller text, where you have to be kind of, like, up next to it. Reading distance from a book, perhaps. The words animal shelter.
Ah.
I don't know if you actually know any languages to even determine the language on there to be Druidic.
Nope.
And over at the other one, if you were to walk up to the door seems to be bolted pretty heavily. And upon closer inspection, while the outside looks fancy, the windows are of iron bars. And you're not sure if this is meant to be a prison / jail or something else.
Or if someone's just very paranoid about their home security. So I'm not seeing like a sign or anything out here.
There was a sign. What were the languages now?
Common, Necral, Dwarvish.
Well, the sign actually is in Dwarven.
Hey.
It's in my room. Wasp in my room.
The name of the place in Dwarven is Novelty Museum.
Say again?
Novelty Museum.
Oh. I'm guessing it's locked?
It is indeed locked. And if you take a moment longer to look, you'll see a sign posted saying it is closed for the festivities. Or because of the festivities.
I am less than surprised. But yeah, at that point, as long as I don't think of any other streets that I haven't been down, I'll just head back to the inn for now.
Roll me a remember check.
Wisdom?
I don't know.
Something? That's technically considered a wisdom check of some sort. Which is a 13. Or I'm sorry, 12.
Having recently been there, you realize that there actually is one road that you saw some buildings on that you did not go down. And it is presently south of your location. Or roughly south of your location.
That one?
No. I'm talking this one.
Oh. I did go down there.
Not that I remember.
Alright.
Does anyone remember him going down to the outskirts of the city in the south?
Which would have been like a season and a half ago.
As you travel around that corner, you notice on the white and red roofed building with stonework. I don't know what the bottom.
Which one? That one? Looks like it's just not painted. Or do you mean the foundation?
Like the first floor, ground level.
Yeah, it just looks like it's either not painted or painted in a very specific way.
Hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
You see a sign in common saying Little Petals Orphanage.
Actually, that house might be backwards? I don't know. There's a door on both sides.
They do what they want. Yes, Little Petals Orphanage.
Yeah.
A couple buildings over, you see another one with a sign in Gnome.
Are there any, like, distinguishing marks? Like, major symbols that I could try to piece apart to figure out what the hell's going on? Or is it just, like, words on a sign?
What you see on the front, above the Gnomish writing, is another wheel, but this one, based on the fact that you have knowledge engineering, appears to be more of a gear rather than just being a wheel. Inside the gear is what appears to be some tools, as far as you can tell.
I assume it's locked.
It is indeed locked. Moment.
Alright, I'll make a note to come back to this building.
That may or may not be the engineering school.
Yep.
And further down, if you were to travel to the last building, you will have seen the Lazy Inn, the Flowing Mug Pub. It was actually hard to say than I thought it was. A church related to a religion that you don't know anything about, and the Green Jug Tavern. And you also note that there's a sign down here saying that that leads to Vofos.
And at that point, he is satisfied for the time being. And if there's a lot of people on the streets, he's just gonna end up jogging back to the tavern. It's probably getting pretty late.
Yeah, I would say it's probably like 9 or 10 at this point for you.
Cardio in the middle of the night. It's fine. Helps you get to sleep.
You get to stay the night over there at the Green Jug Tavern.
Well, I mean, he could have tried. He didn't.
I don't really carry a lot of money on my character at any given time right now.
So, what's going on with Kaz, Saandip, and Unaan, and Tarus?
Probably just
After
spent
mild
most
conversation.
of the night. Yeah, probably just spent most of the night playing cards and talking while eating and/or drinking until eventually it became obvious that Carnum was not going to show up in time for us before going to bed, and then just going to bed.
Does Saandip
And
wait
Kaz?
for... Oh, sorry. Does Saandip wait for Carnum?
I will probably wait for, like, let me check.
Like, he's getting back between 9 and 10 p.m. And assuming you guys have been probably playing cards and talking, I would imagine it's getting pretty late for you guys as well.
Yeah, I'd wait up for him.
Alright, what is Kaz doing?
Kaz, obviously, he goes to bed early, so he's in bed. Kaz always, he's early to bed, early to rise.
What time has our characters typically been getting up?
Early to bed.
Kaz at 7.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like 7 to 8 a.m.
Alright then, Kaz at 6.
Well, if it's about 9 by the time where the characters are all wrapping up, before heading off, Unaan wants to know, Saandip, if you still have one of those magic books on you that you got from the guys.
One of the spell books?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Would you mind if I borrow it just so I can study what's in it?
Not a problem. I don't really have any use for it.
So
I
yeah,
kind of just put my spells to memory.
that basically until Unaan goes to bed at probably about 11 to midnight, he's just going to spend a few hours then trying to decode / understand the spell books so that he can get a better understanding of the Necromancer spell. I can't think of the word.
Structure?
No. It starts with a C, but I can't think of it. Compendium? Something like that? Whatever. Basically, he just wants to study them. Get a better understanding.
I think I
No
can help
fight
with
enemy
that.
kind of a thing.
I've also got his bound necklace if you want it.
I don't need the bound necklace. I'm just curious of the book. Just want to know their spells. Know if there's anything I don't know that I can maybe learn if I want. Or things I should keep an eye out, understand how it works and whatnot. So this way, if I see someone trying to, say, bring a bunch of zombies into the world so that they can bastardize life, I can destroy them. Or prevent the zombies from being risen.
So you are planning on multi-classing cleric.
No.
I know. Just jokes about earlier character.
So Unaan can just bottle his blood and then start throwing his blood on them. Oh my god, I just realized I'm like a vampire's worst nightmare.
Yep.
Here,
Mostly
take
because
it.
they drink blood, but my blood literally damages them.
And additionally, you know that this inn has sanguine wine, so you can borrow some of that to make it even more bitter.
That too. They take one little bite and they're like, oh, son of a bitch. What the fuck?
So, Marcus, you're just reading over the book then? Studying it?
Yep, that's it. Just studying a necromancer's book. Well, decoding it so he can study it, since it's all coded and whatever.
Yeah, good old wizard books. Look at how long it actually takes.
Way more than a few hours. He might be able to decode like a few pages, but at best.
I can assist with this.
This is just Unaan's nightly reading. He doesn't have any more books right now to read.
Ah. So I'll probably head up to bed at this point then.
Alright, well, Kaz is in bed. You guys are doing whatever. Arnhem shows up.
Hey, Carnum, you know that dagger you've got? Mind if I use it?
Yeah, sure, give me a sec. He has to run back up to the room and fucking go grab it. But yeah, once he actually goes and gets it, he'll put it on the table. Probably shouldn't actually, like, throw it.
It's not a throwing dagger. It's a different weapon.
Karnam proceeds to just chuck it.
As if it were almost hit the bartender.
Who was it that hit, or almost hit a member of the audience?
I did hit a member of the audience.
Oh, it was you. So yeah, it would be very fitting. You're like, oh, here you go, Karnam, and you throw him a knife, and then you hit the bartender.
Wait, I'm throwing the knife to myself?
My bad, yeah.
I don't know, that'd be more interesting.
That was +1.
+3.
Alright, what is everyone doing on day 9?
Linguistics test.
Linguistics and alchemy.
Thief and monk.
Name of the test would be better.
Swift jumps and liars test.
Same.
Craft, alchemy, knowledge, religion.
Oh, would your character prefer to have the test, the one test he's doing, in the morning or the afternoon?
Morning.
That determined the order, if you're wondering.
Okay.
Since you guys actually have some overlap that is kind of forcing two very specific, like, patterns. Granted, in Lamb and Jared's case, it's just which one do you guys want to do first? Alright, is there anything else going on before everyone's character heads to bed?
I may sit there and try to pick lock on my mithril manacles for a while just for shits and giggles, but so that's
really?
my biggest hang-ups during the actual, like, disable device test.
And maybe try to do it stealthily?
I'm working underneath my blanket just so I don't make the fucking clanking noise to wake up Taurus.
No, you're doing it wrong. You're supposed to put the manacles on Taurus.
Put one on his wrist, put the other one on the bed, so that way he can't leave.
I still have that fucking ring.
You aren't trained in disable device, though.
Do I need disable device to use that, considering the text?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
you do.
that's what was one of the things I was looking up earlier when that got brought up when I got back. I could not find out if there was actually a penalty involved if you trying to use a class skill that was not able to be used untrained.
Well,
There's a penalty associated with it.
You aren't able to use the skill, period, from what I understand.
Yes, but in the same breath, you wouldn't have been able to complete the test at all.
I had the ring. The ring lets me use disable devices if I were trained.
Yeah, the one doesn't actually mention that it lets you use it if untrained.
Though the reason that the Thieves' Tools ring is worded the way it is because you can have improvised Thieves' Tools and they give you a penalty. I think it's a -4.
-2 or -4 or something like that, yeah.
But it's just saying that you aren't taking that penalty if you're using the item in the ring.
If that's the case, it's a good thing I can just do touch attacks and break the manacles.
Or, just use Escape Artist.
You think I have escape artist?
Or, just ask me for a key.
You could have left.
Yes, because Adam has totally shown himself to be the character to just lock you to a bed and leave.
I mean, that's how he'd get away with it. And all of my stuff is then gone. And then he leaves the party for a year.
By living in the house that you got us.
Better
That's
be going
just
your
the
stealth
middle
rolls.
finger.
I've made a secret basement.
But yeah, I don't think anything else is going on there, Calb.
Okay, and to clarify, you are not able to use...
Okay. Do you want the ring?
I don't have a slot for it right now.
Wait, you have 2 rings on?
I have the Ring of Key Mastery and the Ring of Maniacal Devices.
Ah.
Granted, the Key Mastery doesn't work until next level, but...
So, you could replace the Key Mastery one with that one.
For now, yeah.
Tim, I could take a level in Monk and use Arcane Pool to get me key.
That is
So-
true. You could also multi-class in Rogue and take the fucking ring you have.
Actually, the true thing to do is get 7 levels in Magus and 3 levels in this, and then take Mithril Thoric as a prestige class.
Or your character spends time getting trained.
Yes.
You know what's kind of sad? Aethys can't use that ring, but she is technically trained and disable device.
So she can use that ring.
She can use the ring, but she can't use the ring.
She's just not very good with it.
No. Because of how summons work, she can't use the ring.
Oh?
Yeah, it's a limitation of summons.
Oh.
So, summons, for an example, they can wear an item. As long as I'm not. I am. I'm wearing rings.
Yeah.
Summons can technically share slots, but only in the relative sense of you can't be using the slot.
Interesting.
So 2 rings of AC, only one of you could be wearing one.
No, 2 rings of AC, he could be wearing one and the summon could be wearing one.
But
Yeah.
they don't stack.
They would be
Don't need
affecting
to
different
stack them.
targets.
Yeah, they'd be
they're
affecting different targets.
entities.
No, it's more say I'm wearing armor. That means Aethys cannot wear armor.
Okay.
Or any summon technically, but still. Because I am. That's why I've got on armor that gives a bonus, and then I keep using mage armor on her, because mage armor doesn't affect me, and she can't wear armor.
However, if Marcus is not wearing a belt, something over the eyes, something specifically over the feet, hands, head, etc., she could.
Get boots of striding and springing. Bam!
You get a ring of an extra arm. You technically have
Does
a
that
third
mean I
arm.
get a third arm slot?
Yes.
Yay!
Then you have an extra slot for another thing that she could wield that you normally would be able to wield because of the whatever.
Yeah. Ironically, in a sense, the rings that I'm wearing are the spell storing ring, so I can store a spell to help her. And the jailer's ring, which Taurus already gave me in order to help out the rest of everyone else.
Who isn't wearing the prisoner rings?
Who don't wear the other rings except for Taurus. So he's always painstakingly aware of how good he's doing, and no one else.
I don't have extra ring slots, okay? I already have too many rings.
Sounds like you need a ring. It's like
Sounds
a key
like I
ring,
need-
but it's for rings.
Sounds like I need that necklace that acts as a ring slot.
Does it say new wondrous item? Necklace of too many rings?
No, I think that is actually a thing. Like a necklace that'll work with a ring.
Oh, I was thinking more, it's just a necklace made out of rings. Anyway.
Hand of Glory.
Yep.
Hey.
There might be another magic item or two, but Hand of Glory is the only one that I know off the top of my head.
I just looked up fucking Pathfinder ring necklace and it came up.
Fair enough. But everyone's character goes to bed. Guys haven't gone to bed beforehand. And we are arriving to the day of the 9th, right? Switch
Yes.
those words around.
The last day.
The dawn of the 9th day. Final day, last day, whatever.
Irony of it being the dawn of the 9th day.
Moon is finally hitting the planet for the 3rd time.
Well, it's about to hit the planet for the 3rd time.
That's apocalyptic.
We would have already died. For a lot of reasons.
Are we trying to stop the moon from hitting the planet? Because we don't have a lot of time.
Nah. I'm already dead. I don't care.
I mean, to be fair, Marcus already got the apocalyptic metamagic rod.
That is also true.
Actually, Tate's character now has
That was
it,
gonna.
True.
because it went against the idea of what Unaan is.
Which is not for me.
Does Unaan still have the ectoplasmic metamagic rod?
Yeah. Because that one he can actually use for stuff. And it doesn't go against his idea. Or his concept.
Alright, well, dawn of the 9th day. I presume Kazi gets up first, then?
Yep. Kaz is up early to go get breakfast.
And what does Kaz do besides get breakfast?
Just get breakfast and wait for everybody.
Alright, everyone else wakes up. Unless you don't want to.
Yeah, I get up and get normal breakfast. Also, I think I still have the scarlet and blue spear as well. That gives the bonus to int and spellcraft.
Yeah, but have you actually used it?
Nope.
What about the incandescent blue sphere ion stone?
I'm pretty sure that one was given. What did that one do?
I don't know. Stone things?
Oh, I think that was wisdom or something, which would have gone to Karnam.
I think so. I have a +2 enhancement bonus to my wisdom, so I would assume that that's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the wisdom bonus.
Yeah, I gave that one to Karnum. I gave that knowledge local to a Taurus.
I have all the pendants and knowledges.
I gave the apocalyptic rod and the learning spell scroll for vestment to Tate, or to Tate, but to Kaz. And yeah, I think that was it.
Nope. The spell storing mithril ring you got from one of those tests as well.
I mean that I gave away. The spell storing ring, the mirror to mithril buckler, the int sphere, and the ectoplasmic rod I kept. Granted, Unaan's not exactly a selfish soul, just no one ever asked for any of it.
Wait, did you give away the armillary amulet then? That was one. The armillary amulet. That was one to give a +5 bonus to spellcraft. Confidence bonus.
Oh yeah, no, I have that one too.
Alright, well, dawn of the night day, Kaz gets food. What's everyone else doing?
I will be waking up, going down, and also getting food.
I'm using the spoon, but I'm going down to the table afterwards.
Are you just walking down the stairs with the spoon in mouth?
No, I do not have spoon in mouth syndrome.
Is it on your nose then?
No, I'm wearing it like you wear a pencil behind your ear.
So like then tongue out, just kind of like catching drippings?
No, I'm eating in my room before I go down.
Oh.
I'm using the spoon in the room.
I'll head down and get some steak and eggs.
So yeah, I think everyone's just eating.
Is everyone down here?
Everyone as far as I'm aware?
Cool. So at this point, kind of just gonna be like, hey, so I have some news. Kind of rubbing the back of his neck, like clearly something he's not comfortable with. So, I might be staying in town for like a year.
Well, we'll miss you on the adventure, but at least you can watch over our house.
Wait, we have a house?
Yeah. Currently have a medium house right now, from what I was told. If I win the next competition, we get a larger one.
Large
When did this
furnished.
happen?
Large furnished.
The post office really likes to give good rewards, I guess.
God damn, no kidding.
Yeah,
Have you
2
seen this
7 1
house?
stuff, and did I
Oh,
win
that-
one of those?
That solves that problem. But yeah, I'll be here if you guys like need me for something.
A year sounds kind of specific.
I'm getting training in a few things.
Wait, with the house, is there a place to care for the horse and cart? Or horses?
Probably not.
I would say yes or no, but that's something you guys would have to find out depending on if you guys actually win the next test or not.
I mean, that's fair.
Also, part of me, Tim, really wanted, when you're like, I got something to say, guys, Unaan was just gonna be like, oh man, I hope it's not about how you can't go adventuring, because I really wanted you to go with us, and I would be heartbroken.
Oh yeah, no, if you'd done that, it's like, wow, that just made that really easy. That's exactly the problem.
It's fine though, Karna will be replaced.
Yeah.
I have...
Don't worry, Karnum. We won't replace you. Someone walks in. Hey, you want to be our new Karnum?
guy who also uses bludgeoning damage, but not at point blank. But yeah, I actually have that guy's like a really shitty backstory right now, so hey.
Which I'm somewhat splitting my attention into right this second.
Don't worry about it. There's still time to figure out what the hell's happening with him.
Spell through.
I'm not surprised.
Last paragraph.
Which one?
Last paragraph. Second sentence?
Wait, he misspelled through or through?
True.
Oh,
He typed true. Or trow? Trow.
I'm just making fun of the English language, how there's through
I know.
and through.
Yeah. No, what I said is he dropped trow.
Not that trow.
Oh.
Rough? I actually don't know how to fucking say that word. I know it's a word. Whatever. Doesn't matter that much.
But I mean, I know there's probably more I'm gonna have to add to it, so I'm not too worried about it right now.
So I know you didn't intend for it, I just realized it, Liam. Do you want to know what you just did with this new character?
Is, hey, I'm going to join your party. Yeah, by the way, I'm not able to join the party.
No, not necessarily that, just... This, Karnum, technically undead, has slight issue being, well, not necessarily slight issue, but could have slight issue with Unaan, right? Because he could injure him accidentally. Your new character pulls energy from the void, from basically the negative energy plane, and he's from the positive energy. You inadvertently chose another countering character.
Yep. I mean, to be fair, I don't have negative energy blast yet, and I can't get it for, I think, another, 4 levels.
I know, it's just the realization of oh, well.
I almost went with
You're gonna have
negative
more
energy
problems with his
blast.
character than mine.
No, not necessarily. Your character still bastardizes life.
I almost
He
went
does
with
not.
negative
At
energy.
4th level, he loses the evil descriptor entirely.
That doesn't make it
After
any.
life.
Yeah, that it's just not classified as evil at that point.
Yeah, I almost went with negative, except for the whole, anything that takes damage from negative energy is not damaged by it. It's not healed by it. Do any damage.
Alright, well, your character's gonna be talking at all then during breakfast, or you just having food?
I'd imagine we probably talk about what competitions we're going to know where to split off, but Unaan, other than that, no.
Ignoring the fact that Carnum just spoke about, saying that he's going to be here for, next year.
That too.
Does anyone's character actually respond to that, by the way?
It's just all come blown up.
Cause
Yeah,
went
I'll
to
see you in a
respond.
year.
Cause says, "Oh, what? Well, I'm gonna miss you. You're coming back though, right? You could stay at our house, I guess. I didn't even know we had a house."
The house that you guys technically don't have just yet?
Yeah, no, I was expecting Noah to come out and say, I told you about this yesterday. You did?
I mean, he kind of did. I spilled the beans, and he went.
Well, no, he told me about it when we were at the stealth event.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we haven't made plans for what to do after the festivities, so it's not like we're gonna be leaving you immediately.
I know, it's more that I kind of said I'd be going with you guys places, and then immediately, oh, hey, I have shit I have to deal with here now.
And to be fair, I have given you guys, party-wise, multiple avenues to go towards next.
Although half of them will kill us.
Outside of the city, outside of this island, everything can kill you.
And will.
If you piss off an entire nation of people, you will die. They will send the army after you.
If you moon the president, they will kill you.
I mean, if we were playing evil characters, that's actually a really good thing. Piss off an entire nation, piss off an entire other nation, and trick them into fighting each other.
Take over both at the last second.
What? No. You're thinking about grandeur. I'm just talking about, lighting the match and watching it burn.
No, I'm more meant. Oh, you're both weak from months and years of war. By the way, I'm the guy you hate, and now I rule over both of you.
I'm now imagining these nations fighting over each other. Going, no, I hate him more. No, I hate him more. Well, besides the mundane conversation and the fact Carnum mentioned about leaving the party for about a year, possibly to never return, who knows, and we'll find out when we get to that point. You guys doing anything else specific? Otherwise, you guys are gonna be heading off to the next test thing.
I think I'm just gonna start heading up to the next test.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have anything for today with 2 tests.
Alright. With that said, we'll end off session here then and pick up next time with, pretty much all of day 9.
Fingers crossed.
Try making these tests go by a bit faster.
As long as no Necromancer show up.
So long as we don't have to
Again.
sit here and haggle for an hour and a half.
Yeah, that took a bit longer than